to Great Day at 9 on this Friday Eve. Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday. It's been
a long week.
It really has been a long week. Today was a long show this morning. I don't know why.
It's very long. Maybe because you were talking about frost.
Frost and cold on May 18th. It was ridiculous. We had widespread frost in parts of northwest, northeast Connecticut this morning, but it's all going away. The temperatures are moving up, which is good news. We're dressed a little casual today because we're going to go outside and do a little gardening at the end of our show.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. As you said earlier in the morning show, which I cracked up over, we're getting soiled.
Exactly.
That's what you said.
I did say that.
So that'll be fun. Getting our hands dirty, getting in there.
Hands a little dirty. Yeah. I'm in my Channel 3 uniform, and we're ready to go.
There you go. And you know, I'm actually really looking forward to getting those tips on how to do this because...
Yeah, me too. I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Yeah, exactly. And then you kind of doubt yourself, and then you don't have confidence going into it, and you sometimes avoid doing it altogether.
I'll have a funny story to share with you at the end of during the segment.
Okay.
All right, very good.
I have some headlines to share.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. Electric bills for many customers in our state are about to drop.
Can you believe this?
Hallelujah. Eversource and United Illuminating just published lower rates for the summer, and the company says that the new rate will save customers around $56 a month.
That's incredible.
That's significant.
That is significant. Starting
July 1st, Eversource standard service rates will be just under 14 cents per kilowatt hour, and that's down from the current rate of 24 cents per kilowatt hour. However, it's still a little more than the rate last summer, which was 12 cents per kilowatt hour, but still not too much of a difference that it's dropping down to from last summer.
And look at that, 24 point, was that incredible?
Yeah, I know.
For January?
UI rates will be slightly higher at just more than 14 cents per kilowatt hour. And customers are expected to save around $28 per month if you have UI, but it's still higher than last summer as well. You know, we know that the rates are not necessarily going to go down, right? To the point where they slowly creep up, it seems like. However, I don't think a lot of people saw this coming when they changed to those third-party suppliers and got locked in for 3 years at a rate. I know 16 per kilowatt hour is kind of the going average that a lot of folks were locked in at. So
I didn't change because I didn't change either. I really didn't know how. I'm just being honest with you.
It was a lot of work to change.
It was a lot of work. I'm just like, I'd rather
Scott and I were like, whatever.
I'll just pay the bill. I'm like, whatever.
You and I are both very good about keeping the lights off when we're not in the room.
My house is dark more than 90% of the time.
Yeah.
I walk around in the dark.
Well, like,
there you go.
Right, that's okay. But, you know, I've noticed a change, but not that drastic of a change. We've both been very lucky with that. But
all right. All right. There you have it.
We held out, and I guess we're going to save a little now.
We're going to save a little.
And Connecticut lawmakers are considering a bill to lower the legal limit for drunk driving.
It would drop to 0.05 instead of 0.08. National Transportation Safety Board members, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and more advocates will be at the Capitol today in support of the bill. Their goal is to reduce fatal crashes. Our state ranks 4th in the percentage of fatal drunk driving accidents. That's not a good statistic. The National Library of Medicine says a 0.05 blood alcohol content is 4 drinks in 2 hours for a 170-pound man. It's 3 drinks for a 137-pound woman. You know, I just think it's incredible. Mothers Against Drunk Driving, they started this organization, and look at the positive. It's a group that you never want to be, you know, a member of, unfortunately. But look at the change that that group has made, and in the forefront of this legislation, which I think is terrific.
Now they started like what, in the late '80s?
Yeah, I think
early '90s.
Yeah,
I remember that. I remember seeing the commercials as a kid. But no, I absolutely agree with you.
And lower it. You know, you shouldn't be driving.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be driving drunk.
In this day and age, we have Ubers, we have Lyft. You know, you don't have to drive. You don't. There are other options. If you're in a situation, there are other options that you can go to, and it can be with a stranger. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, better safe than sorry.
They're also advancing a bill about wrong-way drivers.
Yes, they are.
We're going to talk more about that coming up in the coming days. All right, student loan payments are set to start up again later this year. Yeah,
the payment pause started during the pandemic, and it was extended multiple times. Our floor director in the studio here is crying right now.
He's flailing his arms.
It's okay. Do you want a tissue?
Yes.
Okay. U.S. Education Secretary Dr. Miguel Cardona says that the pause will end this time for good. So people with federal loans will have to resume payments within 60 days of a Supreme Court ruling or by August 1st, so whichever comes first.
Interesting.
Again, one of those things that you knew it wasn't going to last forever. It was nice to have that break, right, for so many who have student loans.
Yes.
But
you got to pay. You take it out and you got to pay. That's I paid. I paid for years. 60. It was. I mean, when I went to college, it was like a 10 cents. But
compared to now,
compared to now. Plus, I didn't go. I went to a commuter school, so it was. I didn't pay for boarding. I didn't pay for food. I just paid for tuition.
Wow.
And it was like my student loan was. I remember it was like $65.13 a month.
Wow.
So it was, but that was back in 1982.
Right,
you know,
right.
So.
Well, and it all depends what kind of interest you have and how you took out the loan.
Right.
It's very complicated for some, but we feel you. We feel you.
Exactly. Ugh. All right, let's talk. Hey, did you feel the weather this morning?
Oh my word! I had the everything heat in my car. I put it on.
You put it on. It was well. I started at 60, and by the time I got to work, it was at 72. I was like, it's really cold out there. Futurecast tomorrow's weather today: sunny skies through the day today. A little bit of an increase in cloud coverage during the day tomorrow, and then unfortunately we're expecting rain for Saturday. It might start as early as the morning now, which is unfortunate. The latest model runs indicate that rain could start as early as 9, 10 o'clock and continue through the day. So Saturday is looking like a wet one. So we want you to get out there and make some outdoor plans for Sunday, because Sunday is going to be a better day. Today the temperatures take off in the I think these numbers are a little bit low. I think we should be in the mid to upper 60s with a pretty good amount of sunshine. You might see some smoke from those distant wildfires up in Alberta, Canada, hazing it up with the sunshine, but all in all, it looks like a pretty good day of weather. And I'll be back with your 3-day forecast coming up a little bit later on in the show.
I'm so grateful about that Sunday forecast. George's birthday party's that
Oh, that's
day.
wonderful.
Yeah.
77 degrees with sunny skies.
Woo! I'll take it.
Terrific.
Motherhood is a choice.
Of course.
It really is. Choosing to be unselfish in how you live your life, putting a child's needs first. That happens all the time.
Absolutely. And our next mother in our series highlighting amazing moms takes that selflessness to a whole different level. Channel 3 Waterbury Bureau Chief Audrey Russo introduces us.
Here, do you want your passy?
The picture of a new beginning.
Yeah, you did. Didn't you?
For the first time, Kelly Towert spent her Mother's Day
It's been like 5.5 months, I guess.
as a foster mother to 8-month-old Micah.
We had a great time. We had a little picnic on the floor in our kitchen.
A church trip to an orphanage and then a college assignment in a crisis child care center inspired the Stratford woman to foster. The joy little Micah brings to the family, fulfilling the goals for motherhood Kelly dreamed of years ago.
Do you want to say hi to Micah? I think that a mom is someone who is willing to give her life and sacrifice to love the people around her.
Even if that new beginning in her arms won't be there a year down the road.
The plan right now is for her to be reunified with her father.
And how are you preparing for that moment of saying goodbye?
It's really hard not to think about those moments.
Motherhood is providing unconditional love to build a happy future.
Today, I'm called to love her deeply. I'm called to support her family in the ways that I can.
Foster motherhood is giving that love without the guarantee of seeing it flourish in the future. A lesson that's tough to learn and an even tougher one to teach Kelly's 2 daughters, who see Micah as a sister.
Even talking with my 7-year-old, and I was like, are you feeling worried that it's going to hurt your heart when we have to say goodbye to her? And she was like, yeah, I feel really sad about it a lot. And I was like, what do you think is better, to love her as much as our hearts possibly can, or to try to not love her as much so it doesn't hurt as much? And she was like, I think we should love her as much as our hearts possibly can.
It's a journey Kelly plans to repeat. She wants to foster more children after Micah reunites with her biological family.
On the day that I have to say goodbye to her, I am just trusting that what I need to say that goodbye is going to be there.
Choosing more new beginnings that lead to bittersweet partings, with selflessness to nurture, and the moments between. In Stratford, Audrey Russo, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
What a beautiful story there.
My goodness gracious, such a decision, right? God bless. Tomorrow, we sit down with a Hartford mother who has made it her mission to step in for youth who don't have a mother figure in their lives. Channel 3 Hartford Bureau Chief Aya Galal shares her heartwarming story.
And there are so many more stories out there of moms in our state who are doing amazing things that we want to profile. You can meet some of them on our Channel 3 Mom Squad as well. All you have to do is scan the code on your screen to find it, answer the membership leadership questions, and you can join this growing community. We have almost 1,000 members. We literally just started this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's really remarkable.
This is going to feature advice and support, mom meetups, speaker series, and more. And we're growing very strong. So please, if you're a mom, you're here in Connecticut, join today. We can't wait to get to know you.
All right.